What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today we're checking out a little game called Evil Labs, a game where you're supposed to be building up your base and creating an evil empire selling pharmaceuticals while at the same time infecting the population in order to drive your business upwards. If you ever played a game called Evil Genius from way back in the day, this is supposed to be very similar. Right now it's in early access, so all the content is not inside of the game. However, I have it on fairly decent authority from the developer that like 70% of the building is in the game, like 50% of the content is in the game, and he's working it along to try to get things where they need to be. So anyways, welcome to Evil Labs. Let me give you a quick tour, a quick little run through of how our evil organization is running so far. So I've got these little condom-headed dudes over here. One of them is working the front desk, selling pills and selling pharmaceuticals to people. This guy down here is producing the pharmaceuticals inside of our little factory. This is our storeroom right here, and this is our storefront. On this side, we've got our elevators, we've got our power generation. Right here, we've got disease synthesizer, which means we can make up our own diseases to make people sicker and force them to come on in. And then down here in the basement, we've got our staff quarters. So we've got a bedroom right there. On this side, we've got ourselves a mess hall. We've got ourselves a living room because each of your little guys has stats. So they've got stamina that goes down as they work. They've got hunger, which goes down as they work. And they've got fun, which goes down as they work. And this one takes care of stamina. This one takes care of the hunger, and this one takes care of the fun. Sorry, bald guy, you don't get your pills today. Nobody has hair in this universe. Nobody has hair. Well, the ladies have hair, but my understanding is that maybe the diseases that we're producing might be causing people to go bald. It's not the nicest business to be in, but you know what? We're lawful evil. We're lawful evil, and I think we're okay with it. It looks like we can get paintings in here to get fun recovery up. We can get fun recovery even faster with some floor lamps. It looks like there's a bunch of upgrades that I can do around here to get stuff done. But I'm trying to save up my moolah right now so that I can get a research station so that we can start researching technology and getting better at our jobs. This lady up here's got kind of nice hair. Dude, are you sleeping right now? All right, let me speed the game on up. We're going to put this thing in triple time. And see what we can do here. So far, from what I've seen, the game does run pretty slowly. Not in terms of frame rate or anything like that, but the game's pacing is just slow. Like, it takes a lot to get up and moving in this game. You start with like $1,000, and most of the things that you have to buy are pretty cost prohibitive, and you only make like 25 bucks per medicine that you sell. And so it seems like that you can make money. Don't get me wrong. I've built all this stuff right here by generating money, but I cut that all out of the video because it took a while to get that finished off. It really sincerely did. How bad is your... So he's going to need hunger pretty soon. I've got them on auto recovery right now, so they'll go to the places they need to go in order to get their job done whenever they need to get it done. I think our next thing we should buy might be a worker. Like, if we get a third worker, we could have somebody be like a floater and get the job done a little bit quicker, I think. Hey, we're at 500 bucks right now. That means that I can build a basic laboratory for research points. I'm going to put that... Oh, I don't know. I don't think it'll go right there. I don't think you could put it up above the surface. I think all of your evil enterprises have to be down below the surface. Otherwise, it's just not going to work out great. I may have to demolish this factory and scoot it over by one, which is the other part that's going to be upsetting. And I don't really know how I want to do that. It looks like we've actually run out of supply right now, too, so we're not actively making money at the moment. So we've got our research terminal right there. Now we just got to get our cash up to 300 bucks so we can afford ourselves a new worker. That guy's stamina is going down, but that does give us a little bit of time to replenish our stocks. So while he's sleeping, we're going to go ahead and we're going to wait until we have the money to do some of the other things that we need to do. Opposite of that, what happens if I demolish this? I'll get half the building costs back. I need to scoot that over by one. I think that was the one big mistake I made, is I could fit another building in right here if I could only scooch that over by one more and make it share a wall with the elevator. I think my efficiency leaves something to be desired on this side. Oh my god. Never mind, I'm not using that for map movement ever again. It looks like your base can actually get pretty big. Like, it looks like you should be able to make some pretty grandiose areas if you really apply yourself. These people are all leaving, but that's okay. Let's get some cash put together. So as you can see, these little dudes down here, they've actually basically hit the rock bottom where all their stats get to the bottom at like the same time. And so our customers are going to be upset about it, but I don't think it affects the game overall. Like, I don't think it actually matters. The game does have a tutorial so you can learn to play. Right now we're in free play mode, which I think is always the best mode in games like this. I don't know. What is this guy doing right here? He's just, like, standing there. Here, go to the factory, man. Produce. Do work. Make your hands rough with labor. There we go. We need some more. We need to sell whatever these boxes. We got, like, crates of heroin or something. We're selling them to people to make them feel better. Oh, that guy's got hair. Damn. Look at you, lucky man, in the middle of the apocalypse with hair. God. What a life to live, man. What a life to live. This guy should get what he wants, but it's just going to take a second. I'm going to hire another worker real fast because we got enough money to do it. So there's another worker. I'm going to put him on the research station. Let's just kind of see what we can research for him. I'm also going to adjust all of his bars so that he auto-handles all of his issues, because we've all got our issues, but we can't bring them to work with us. We can't bring those issues to work with us. That's not how life functions. And so anyways, he's typing evil, evil, evil over and over again into the DOS prompt, and apparently that's how research gets done. That's how research gets done. I thought that, you know, like colleges did it and like government agencies did it, but no, it's a guy in a basement with a keyboard typing evil over and over again. The things we learn about life, man. The magical universe we live in. So now that we're generating research points, I wanted to take a look and see what things we have available here. 100 research points, we can get a shelf in the storeroom. I don't think that matters for right now. 500 research points, we can go with an administrative office. And for 250, we can get a unlock right here that looks like it expands our store. As far as staffing goes, that's going to improve our staff. 250 points right there. Sounds good to me. On this side, we can get an advanced lab, which makes our lab even better. We can get, sorry, that's not in this version. Okay, well, never mind. I guess we can't research that for right now. We can get a large factory, which has 2 production lines. I think that might be a decent idea, but that's going to cost us 2,000 points to get done. We've got a factory upgrade. With this discovery, the factory will produce more. That's probably the first thing that I'll get after because he's having trouble keeping up with everything. As far as diseases go, we can go with disease manipulation, which allows us to manipulate diseases, which is 50 research points right there. I think that allows us to use our basic lab over here to do something special, although I'm not exactly sure what. We've got an infirmary. We've got a big power generator. Sorry, I thought it said a biopower generator. I thought I was going to like have to feed my workers to it in order to make this better. Feed the machine! We've got a laboratory expansion right there. Learn how to use drills and other machinery to expand the lab. Probably a decent thing to have too because we are actually running out of space right now. And so I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I kind of want the upgraded lab. So I'm going to wait till we have 250 points and then I'm going to upgrade the factory so that it gets done a little bit faster. This dude's fun is almost at rock bottom, which concerns me. But I think it'll be all right. I think it'll be all right. This guy's just researching the night away. It's a few minutes later, and as of right now, we're actually getting our stockpile built up. He's recovering his fun for right now, which looks like he's just pulling his pud or eating ice cream, or I don't know, whatever you do to inject fun into your life, just assume that he's doing that in the break room right now. And if it's not particularly attractive, then we'll just pretend like it doesn't exist, but we're done with our research, so I should be able to upgrade this now. With this discovery, the factories will produce even more. I wonder if that just unlocks posters. I bet it does. I bet it just unlocks posters. Nothing is better than modern technology. Improve your factory. 2nd and 3rd tier factory updates. So what can I do with this factory right here now? So I can do the work poster, which is going to increase production speed by 10%. Go ahead and do it. It's just a flashing sign that goes, work harder. He needs to be reminded of every now and again. Work harder. Work to live. Live to work. That's what we do out here. That's what we do. His stamina is absolutely bottomed out. This dude's going back up to the top to sell some more goodies so that we can make a little bit more money. I don't know if I need another worker or like what I need right now, but I think I need something. 10% increase on his work speed might be good. I don't know. It seems like he's working pretty rapidly now. Hopefully he'll be able to produce more boxes of heroin, I guess. One thing I will say is that I wish that... So he's up here working at the storefront, and even though there's nobody here, he's losing hunger, fun, and stamina. One thing I would say to eliminate the bottleneck you get with like all your little personal areas and stuff like that is maybe make each of these only go down whenever he's got a customer, or maybe only make stamina go down when he gets a customer and serves a customer, and then the other 2 can just go down organically. But I feel like the guy that's working the counter, I feel like he's always sleeping. I feel like he's always sleeping because like his stamina drains so much quicker than everybody else without any form of like equitable work. And so anyways, just a little thing that I've noticed along the way. I don't really want to demolish this place, but I think I might have to just to scooch it on over so I can fit another building right here to make our lives easier. Everybody's on break right now. That's okay. Let's go ahead and do it. I shouldn't have upgraded that work poster without thinking about it, but I did it anyways because I'm an idiot. And so I'll put that right there. We'll throw a work poster back up and into it. These guys are trying to buy some stuff, so that's cool. There's your stuff. Enjoy it. Beautiful, wonderful stuff. And so keep the money flowing, man. Money is like the spice. We got to keep it flowing. I actually think what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off their stamina auto recovery. It makes them a tad less efficient, and it makes them get stuff done slower. But at the same time, I think I'm just going to let it happen. I think they're spending too much time sleeping for right now, and I just don't feel like dealing with that problem. Hopefully the nerf to their work ethic is not too brutal. I mean, I know that if I don't get my 9 hours a night, it takes me 9 to 10 hours. They said everybody needs different amounts of sleep. I need 9 or 10 hours. Otherwise, I'm just a grumpy bastard all day. I can't help it, man. I just can't help it. I don't know much, but I know I need sleep. I know I do. I absolutely know I do. Research points are starting to stack back up. We are producing things over on this side. I think I'm just going to let him do his thing as long as we don't lose life. I don't care. And then what else can we build for right now? What else can we build? Well, I can get a second small factory. That might be a decent thing to have so that production is just going non-stop. That'd get us there, but I think we're kind of getting ahead of the curve right now. I don't know. I'll watch our production. We'll see what happens. Oh, he bought 2 boxes, though. Apparently, we don't have like a limit 1 per customer thing going on. We probably should. Limit 1 per customer would make this easier, but I guess we're... Alright, so let's go ahead and we're going to make a second factory. It's going to cost us 500 bucks. We're out of power, though. So let me take a look at my miscellaneous. We got a power generator right there. It's going to cost us 250 for 40 more power. I wanted to keep everything organized with the power grid right there towards the top of the building, but I don't know if I'm going to have that option. So instead, I'm going to move this back over. Why can't it be right there? Like, why is that against the rules? It can't share a wall right there? What other things can we research here? How do I make the building bigger? Let's see. So laboratory expansion. That costs 50 points. And so we can go expand left, and we can go expand right. Okay, that probably wasn't... Let's see. Dig down to expand the laboratory. We can get a big power generator. I'm going to go with the dig down ability. Oh. Well, that was fantastic. I didn't realize we were going to get that kind of return on it. Damn, we got like a good return right there. I'm kind of happy with this. I didn't realize I was going to get an entire floor out of this. That's pretty sweet. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm going to jump on in here. And as far as production goes, we need more power for that. We've got a little electrical panel over here. I don't know if I can... So can I dig upwards too? Is it possible for me to get the second floor? Like, how do I get the second floor up there? Because that's where I want. I want the second floor. That costs a lot of research points. I don't think we're going to be able to do that for right now. Is there any way for me to make the labs more efficient? So for 500, and no, there's not. Okay. I'm not really... We got an HR department. Every evil lab needs an HR department. I am, actually. I'm going to add another shelf to our production room right there because we're barely staying on top of it for right now. We'll keep that moving, and we do have cash coming in. So let's go to our power menu here. And I think what I'm going to do is we'll just have the power grid right here. And so there's 40 more power that we've got generated. And then on top of that, what I'd like to do is we'll take our production line, and I'm going to get another factory put in right there. And then as soon as we have 300 bucks, I'm going to hire myself another worker in order to make sure this stuff is all going the way that I want it to. You go ahead and sleep for a little bit. And also fun auto recover, I guess. We don't need research right this second because we've got extra room to get things done. I'm just trying to produce money at some kind of nominal rate here. And it's tough, man. I would say that's my biggest problem with the game so far is not the UI or anything like that. I think the soundtrack is absolutely fantastic. I think the options that are available in early access are good enough to get you kind of interested in waiting for updates. The only problem that I have with the game so far is just that it's very, very slow to get started. They start you with about $1,000, $1,200, and a worker costs $300, and so basically you have enough to get two workers in a factory right at the beginning, and then you're just waiting to grind cash. I would probably triple that amount. Give the player like $3,500 to start out with so that they can get addicted to the building real quick, and they can be like, okay, well, I want to build my staff room and everything else like that. They can get the staffing they need to get started and get moving quickly rather than kind of the draggy takeoff that the game has right now. But anyways, let's go ahead and wait for we'll wait for some cash to come through. We're going to wait for some cash to come through. I think I'm going to build, now that we got a little bit of cash flow coming in, we got a little bit of a stockpile done right there. I'm going to make a second bedroom because I feel like that's another clog is that they're just not getting to the bedrooms in time. And so we've got 2 bedrooms now. 2 bedrooms for 3 workers I think should be solid enough to where I can put everybody back on stamina regeneration. I don't think it matters in this alpha. I think once these meters go down, they're going to affect things later on, like when you get invaded by people. Like, as I understand it, there's going to be like secret agents and stuff that attack you in later versions, trying to stop you from doing evil stuff. But no one can stop me from doing evil stuff. Doing evil stuff is what I do, man. It's what I do. It's the thing that I'm accomplished at. And so anyways, I think the meters are going to factor in later with like combat efficiency and things of that nature. But for right now, it actually doesn't seem like it affects anything other than the work speed. Like as it goes down, their work speed just kind of gets more and more miserable. They take like a little nerf for each meter that's not full up. There we go. Getting that work done now. Now we're producing enough to get people interested. And so I think as soon as we can get some money together, what we'll try to do is his stamina is still good. Fantastic. In this room, is there anything I can do right here? I got to unlock things through research in order to make that better. Inside of here, we've got some upgrades that we can make happen, mostly liquor and spices. But I don't think liquor and spices are going to make the tiredness of our dastardly deeds go away that rapidly. So I'm just going to leave it alone for the moment until these guys get back up and get to work. I think we're in a solid place right now, though. We're actually producing and making money, and we're at the point now where we can essentially service customers non-stop. I'll probably get more workers next, like guys who can just like sit in the lab and mash out research points or something. I don't know. We'll see how that plays in just a minute. Sleeping in a bed with another man's stink on it. Nothing more dignified. So we've got enough money to get our next staff member, and I think that's a good idea. There's our staff member right there. I'm going to go ahead and put him on research so that we're generating points. And then we should be able to get another person very, very shortly. And actually, I'm thinking that maybe putting in a second research lab to make sure that we always have points coming in might be our best option. It's going to cost us 500 bucks, so it is going to be expensive. But if we can get research points flowing, because our cash flow appears to be mostly okay. If I go into my research menu for right now, expanding the storefront is probably the next thing that I'm going to go for so that more customers can come in. And we're actually piling up boxes now, which means our production is outrunning our selling capacity. And while I am okay with that, I do think that we need the ability to sell a little bit more volume. So if I go with, like, let's say that we have infect the population right now. We can hit zone 8. So these are different areas that we can infect. And then it's got zone alertness. Okay. So the research is not yet ready to spread the disease. I'm okay with that. I think I can live with that. Let me get another... Actually, we got enough for another research lab, so let's do that over here. Because I think advancing our research is probably going to be one of the smarter decisions that we could do. You guys swap off a production and go do research for a little bit. Just go research it on up. I want to see some points come in. And if I can't get those points moving, I think we're going to suffer a little bit. I think we're going to have some challenges. See, now we're starting to get somewhere with research. With 2 guys on it, it looks like we're cooking now. We are cooking with fire. That makes me pretty happy because cooking with fire means that the food's going to be warm. And there's nothing better than a hot meal. I can expand out my store. I'm going to do that. We've got a soft drink machine at the store which increases the revenue for 750. We've also got cashier training, waiting lines in front of your store, train your cashiers to work faster. I don't think that's an issue that we have right now. I don't think that's a problem that we necessarily have. So I can expand that for $3,000. Good Lord, that's expensive, but it does explain why I can't build right there. It does explain a number of factors as to why I can't build where I want to build, so that's good. That'll expand out and we'll get some more customers flowing through. I do have somebody working at the factory now, which is great, while at the same time we're mashing out research at pretty much the fastest rate we can possibly get it. Yeah, I wish his stamina didn't go down when he was just sitting at the counter right there doing nothing. I think fun and hunger going down while he sits there would probably be a decent compromise, but the stamina going down means that he spends more time sleeping than actually selling product to customers. Like, this dude is by far the biggest sleeper out of everybody, and so I'm thinking I'm just going to take his stamina recovery off and we'll just have him work around the clock. It's what he deserves. I heard he was he works for an evil company that infects the masses with diseases. My assumption is that, like, maybe he deserves whatever happens to him down here. I don't know. He's like, hey, asshole, I got a family to feed. I can't be discerning with jobs. Job market is not what it used to be, pal. Hey, don't complain to me, man. Complain to the Lord. I don't really know what to tell you. We got some customers in here. Go ahead and sell them some pills, bro. You sell them those pills. You sell them those pills, Les. And so off goes the pills right there. We got some more cash flowing in. And let's take a look at what we can do with our current research situation. So we can expand the storeroom because sometimes 2 shelves aren't enough. My suggestion would be next that we get some kind of, so we can make them more efficient for 1,000. We can do disease research for 50 points. Let's start that off. We can do air contagion. We can do insects contagion. We can do symptoms tier 1. We can do disease potency. There's a number of things. Lethality. We can kill Moz. We can kill Moz with a quickness. I think admin is probably what I'll do next. For 500 research points, we can get administrative staff. And if we have administrative staff, I don't know what that's going to do, but I assume it's going to unlock new kinds of workers because we have workers in here. Oh, never mind. We just have default workers. They're not going to be in the beta version. Okay. That's cool. Well, let me get another worker then. Let me get like one more worker over here to do something. I don't know what I need another worker for, but I need another worker. Yeah, work on diseases. That's cool. Hazard warning. Obviously, this is a safe place to be working. And so he's just like drawing pictures of skulls with pictures and stuff. Okay. Or I'm sorry, with pixels and things. Sounds good to me. And then I think we can infect people, and that'll increase the amount of throughput we get and the amount that people are willing to pay for our diseases. And so I think that might be one of the first things that I attempt to do in order to make this all happen. As far as research goes, let's jump into our research menu with our staffing. 250 points, we can get the administrative office. So we can get HR right there. So work speed goes up on all staff for 20,000. Walk speed goes up. Maximum staff goes up by 5 for 250. Bunk beds. That might be good. The Book of Evil. I don't know if that is that like the, what is that like? The Scientology handbook? I don't know. We've got recreation as well because your staff deserves a little bit of fun. So if I can make the offices now, what do the offices do? So we can infect the population because that's ready. Let's infect these cats over here in Zone 8. They deserve it. There we go. Disease outbreak. The outbreak of recently discovered diseases causing panic in the population. According to scientists, it can cause several symptoms, including even death. Authorities, however, calm that there's nothing or claim there's nothing to fear, as Evil Labs has already announced that they have been able to synthesize a cure for the disease and that it's on the markets. This is the information we have so far. I don't think we infected that many people, man. I don't think we did a good job of infecting. But do we get more money now? Or does it just increase demand for our product? I'm a little curious how this all works. Yeah, that dude just has to sit there and sell stuff, so frankly, I don't really need him to run around and be doing marathons or anything like that he needs energy for. I don't think we actually infected anybody. So we can do a fungus. It's going to cost us a disease point. Yeah. And then contagion. So we have undiscovered all these things over here. Symptoms we don't have. And so basically we've developed a fungus. Awesome. Yay for us. So they're on zone alertness 1. I don't know if I want to. Maybe I should work on infectious a little bit more. As far as our researches go, got 100 points. So potency, symptoms. We've got cure chance. Okay, learn how to decrease the chances of a spontaneous cure. Let's go for air contagion then. And then also symptoms tier 1. And then, as we run inside of here, go back to symptoms. And so we can cause redness and digestive pain. We'll call it air contagion because that's all we can afford for right now. So it's a fungus that flies through the air that creates a tingling under the skin. And then there are no extras. Instead, I'm just going to make it so that it gives you headaches. There we go. It's a fungus that makes your skin itchy and gives you a headache. And now that our disease is ready to go, let's infect somebody. These guys are on alertness 1. Let's get these guys over here with our fungus. So there it is. We've got that. So we've infected 9 people. And it looks like there are people here. It does look like we made a little bit more money right there. It does look like we made a little bit more money. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's looking pretty good right there. I think that might work out for us. I'm going to leave him doing what he's doing. And the next thing that we want to focus on is having more workers. If I can increase my worker count, we need 250 research points to make that happen, though. So it's going to be a little bit before we can make that go through. We're 50% of the way there. As far as disease points goes, how do I get more disease points? Like, do I go to diseases over here? So we've got the basic lab right there. That'll give us disease points plus 5, but it costs 500 research points. Okay, that'll give us some more points to play around to make the disease especially nastier. Especially nastier. And you, sir, guy who's working on this stuff right here. You can do hunger and fun, but don't worry about stamina. Instead, I need you in the factory to bolster up our supplies for right now. We've got money, so that's pretty cool. Admin, we can make human resources for $1,000. Manages the staff, needs to unlock staff upgrades. Okay, so apparently we've got an evil HR department, although all HR departments are inherently evil. So there it is, we've got an HR department. Hooray for us. I don't know how this helps me. I assume that it affects something with our workflow. I think maybe it just allows us to go after... Let's see. Oh, it allows us to go up to the next tier on some of the stuff that we're trying to do. I think I'm just going to get more workers is what I think I'm going to do. I think we're going to focus pretty heavily on just increasing our staff. If I just keep everybody like grinding the midnight oil and not really doing anything, I think they should be cool. Oh, take care of your hunger and your fun, man.
Huh?
Go ahead, I won't judge. Is there a reason you're not taking care of your hunger, man? I put you on auto hunger recovery.
Huh?
Huh? Well, anyways, he's getting his hunger back up now, so I guess it's not a whole lot to worry about right there. As long as I keep these guys somewhat tailored. Oh, I gotta lock it in, I guess? Alright, that's fine. I'll lock it in then for all of my workers. Sleep doesn't really matter because that doesn't affect health, but we'll put them on the other stuff just in case. And so there it is. We're earning money. We're doing our thing. We got research points to go with. I'm going to get +5 to my staffing because that's actually what I need to make this all flow a little bit better. So there's a few more workers right there, all nice and lined up. We'll put you on disease research, and then as soon as this guy wakes up, he's not going to have a job, but we'll put him back on. So let's lock these guys into... There you go. Get that all taken care of, so he's good to run. Those guys are already taken care of. This guy in the lab is not. So we'll go ahead and get him set up too. We'll click that all in to lock it in. This guy has no job now. That's okay though, because I want him to go down and work in the factory. Down in the factories, we're slaving so hard. Slaving like a skaven up in this ma. And then from there, I think our next research we'll probably want to get after. I feel like the game is flowing now, which is good. As far as miscellaneous goes, we need 250 to go down another floor. I don't think that's going to help that much, though. I don't think that matters. Like, I don't think that's something that I'm going to focus on. Instead, maybe getting some more disease points might be good. Or maybe finding some way to make this stuff a little bit more awful for people that get sick would be a good idea, too. This guy's trying to get his work done. We could expand the staff quarters, I guess. This guy's just sitting around doing nothing right now because he doesn't have a job. Poor little unemployed bastard. Poor little unemployed bastard. I suppose we could try to increase our efficiency and make everything a little bit better. I think that taking... Oh, I can't afford that right now. Never mind then. What I did want, though, is if I can get the soda machine, that'd be pretty cool. Like, extra cash for sitting around doing nothing is never something that I would turn down. Anyways, this game's called Evil Labs. My name is Splattercat. Let me know if you want to see more, and I'll try to line that up for you. I think it's a pretty sweet little game. I'll see y'all next time. Thank you for stopping on in. If you want to get the game, I've always got a link for you down below. Thank you for your kind thoughts on the video I posted earlier this week. I very much appreciate it, and it gave me a little boost that I needed to get through the week. I will see you all later. How you do, everybody? Bye.